going to make pork satay from fresh ingredients. It's not complicated, an easy sauce to do with simple fresh ingredients. Pork satay comes from Indonesia and is quite a traditional food out there where ground nuts, or peanuts as we call them, are one of the main staple foods. I'm going to make the paste for the satay sauce first using a whole onion, 3 cloves of garlic, a teaspoonful of brown sugar. I usually use a fresh red chilli, but our local supermarket didn't have any. We live in a very rural area and sometimes these things are limited. So today I'm going to use chilli paste to substitute for 1 small red chilli pepper. We'll also be using chilli powder, lemon juice and ground up peanuts. You can substitute this for peanut butter if you'd prefer, but I like to do it from fresh. So I'm going to put into the little blitzer, the food processor, the onions, garlic, brown sugar and chilli powder. After blitzing those ingredients together, I'm going to quickly fry them in a wok. Into about a tablespoonful of oil, I'm putting the onion and garlic mixture. And adding to that my chilli paste, but this could be chopped chilli if that's what you prefer. That just needs to fry off for a couple of minutes. Next I'm going to add the ground up peanuts and stir those round and allow them to cook for a few minutes. Once the peanuts have fried off for a few minutes, I'm going to add just over half a pint of water. And the juice of a lemon. Once that's all mixed in, reduce the heat and allow that to simmer for about 10 minutes while you chop up the pork. I'm using pork tenderloin for this dish because it's nice and fat-free, lovely lean meat and nice and tender. Served as a starter or a side dish, satay is usually cut into very small cubes, but I'm serving this as a main dish, so I shall cut fairly chunky cubes for it. The satay sauce has been simmering for about 10 minutes now and has thickened quite nicely. At this stage it's a good idea to test it for seasoning. Bear in mind that your salted peanuts or your peanut butter will be quite salty, so don't add any more salt until you get to this stage, but also taste it for heat as well from your chilli. I'm going to place the diced pork into the satay sauce and make sure it's well covered, and then we'll be leaving that for at least an hour to marinade before we start cooking it, or preferably overnight if you've got time. Having prepared this earlier in the day, I've left it to marinate for several hours and now we're ready to eat it for our evening meal. I'm going to thread the pork onto skewers. Of course, if you like to get your hands right in it, do so, but I'm going to try and thread them on without getting my hands too mucky. And of course, if the weather's suitable, you could always put these on the barbecue where they would cook absolute to perfection. The skewers are now ready to go under the grill, and I shall just keep watching those and turning them every few minutes until they're cooked, probably about 10 to 15 minutes. While the pork is cooking, I shall cook the rice, and tonight I'm just going to serve it with plain boiled basmati rice. The skewered pork's now ready to go under the grill, and while that's cooking I shall be preparing the rice. I'm going to serve it tonight with plain boiled basmati rice. The pork will need cooking under the grill, probably about 10 to 15 minutes, but you do need to keep turning it to ensure that it's cooked thoroughly all the way through. Pork satay served with plain basmati rice and just garnished with a little spring onion and red pepper. Hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and I hope you're going to enjoy making it and eating it yourself. Thanks for joining us. See you again soon.